40 drivers ready to go, want to etch their name in history. As you see the pace vehicle pull off, William Sawalich, no stranger to starting on the front row. Lawless Allen on the outside front row for Venturini Motorsports. Great team here. Green flag is in the air. We are racing at Daytona. LeVar Scott, Isabella Robusto just behind them. Teammates, nose to tail on the outside.
Yeah, no teammates on the front row. Even though they're both in Toyotas, they are in opposing teams.
Side by side and orderly so far as they exit turn 2.
You feel that RPM pick up and your car moves around a lot more. Right now we see that about a half a car length to a car length gap between every car.
Oh, sideways into the wall. Trying to get a number on that.
The 11.
Cody Dennis in the 11, but a lot of cars involved. Sean Core, the 8, left side of your screen.
Catherine Legg in the 23 was hard into that inside
There's
wall
Elio,
right there.
Elio spinning the bottom of your screen. Thad Moffitt.
Sean Core.
So surprised to see that this early when we just mentioned how much they looked like they were giving good space, good gaps, and the 11 just took off, got loose off of turn 4 there.
I was just about to mention Thad Moffitt. He's full-time this year. And then Catherine Legg, such an accomplished racer. Open wheel, sports cars, her
this
first
has taken
ARCA
out a
race.
lot of really strong cars in this race. This will change the dynamic.
Is that Cletus?
There's Elio Castroneves right there.
Maybe not a lot of damage to Elio's car. There's Big Willie Mullins' 3 car right there. Big Willie always runs well here. He had a runner-up finish here a few years ago.
All right, it's about that time. Finally, the cleanup is complete. Lawless Allen, Isabella Robusto, side by side. Green flag is back in the air.
I thought maybe that Isabella would allow Lawless Allen to jump down in front of her teammate. Dipsy-do, I think Joey Logano calls it, or whatever.
They did a little dipsy-do in the
tagline?
test and then in practice, so they got comfortable working with each other.
Cole Raz, the 76, is leading that outside line. Another one of the newbies here at Daytona.
Yeah, and you always wonder after a big crash like that how much everybody realizes we got to chill. We got to make it to the end of this thing, or we just going to ride now for a little while.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, same thing.
Sideways. Coming off 4, same spot, hard into that inside wall once again. 4 cars involved. Looks like one will escape.
Yeah, that was a 70 of Amber Balkan. I don't know if she touched the apron and then shot her car up the racetrack.
You know, this track's got a lot of age on it now. It's 14 years that we've had this paving here, and it's starting to wear enough that handling is becoming an issue. In the Cup duels, we saw lane 3 come in, which we never see in a duel. Here, we've got Cletus McFarland with damage.
Yeah, Cletus and his teammate Kyle Steckley in the 29 also involved in this accident.
So we have 80 laps for this race. We will have a scheduled caution at or around lap 40. Green flag is in the air again. Great restart once again for Lawless Allen as he drops down right in front of his teammate. Those two want to hook up. We just heard from Lawless's crew chief. That is the plan. Stick together.
You see that silver car on the outside, 3rd in line. That's Jason Kitzmiller. His crew chief is Frank Kimmel, who knows a little bit about winning ARCA races and championships, 80 of them. 80 wins and 10 championships.
When you're single file, you're just cruising around, leading the line.
Oh, no.
Another
wreck. Amber Balkan
again.
Caution is out for the 3rd time.
Cletus McFarland got big damage this time.
Some big hits right there. Look at the back of that 70 of Amber Balkan. There's a 0-2 of Craig Bracken.
Gosh, hard to even see the number on Craig's car. Got about 25 cars on track is what I'm seeing out of 40. Restart once again. Lawless Allen doing what he's had to do all day here. Great restart. Isabella Robusto, Jake Finch, LeVar Scott, the top 4.
Jake Finch has a good pusher behind him now, and Butterbean Queen in that 28 car, black and red car. Jason Kitts. Oh,
got another wreck.
Didn't even take the green.
Caution out once again. Brayton Laster in the 0.
Brayton was one of the cars that was still on the lead lap. I think he didn't have any damage prior to this, but.
Well, let's see who can get back to the front the quickest.
Yeah, and see whose strategy will work out here. As you see Lawless Allen, the 4th car, the blue car on the inside. He led all the way up until this last round of pit stops. Mixed up the strategy a bit.
I think we're going to be 3 wide here momentarily, Trevor.
Already are.
Yeah. So Walsh is going to try to lead that 3rd lane. He's got some good pushers behind him.
And that wasn't by design. He never really pulled out a line, but Lawless Allen forced that middle pretty quickly, knowing he had help behind him with Jake Finch. You don't really make that move on your own. You do that when you know you're going to have help, but it's not going to work out well for the bottom. We see him breaking up already with only 4 or 5 cars at speed down there. The middle 2 lanes, or top lane and middle lane, kind of get that momentum.
A little bit of bump from Lawless Allen.
Scott Melton there leading that inside lane. Lawless Allen, you see Isabella Robusto, teammate 3rd in line in the middle.
Get down to that yellow line, Scott. Get down to that double yellow line.
Isabella doing a great job, though, on the inside, staying right on the bumper of her teammate.
You see William Sawalich doing a little side draft into the tri-oval. See that movement? Oh, no, we're on the apron. See
Scott
if he can hang on to it.
Scott Melton was leading. He got squirrely on the bottom, then up top.
He caught Elio.
Elio
stayed off the wall. He's got that right front damage, and saw the splitter get some damage coming back on the apron.
When he came down on the apron, yeah, sure did. Probably more damage now than he had that initial time.
And I'm sure that bumper bar was already softened from growing through the grass. We see it really pushed up now. You know, give that much credibility to Kyle Larson to say, help us find the next talent. And Jeff has done that, obviously.
Absolutely. Back under green here as William Sawalich is out front. LeVar Scott to the outside. Side by side they go into turn 2.
Cole Raz, 2nd car in line on the inside. Outstanding job today.
Andres.
Oh, no.
Isabella Robusto outside wall. She gets around Corey Day into her. Schofield goes around. Lawless Allen, her teammate.
Wow.
He's around.
And when we're within a lap, maybe 2 of a mid-race break, I'm not sure that maybe there was contact from the 48 of Schofield.
Like Jeff Schofield pushed the back bumper of Isabella, and that's where we see those cars move the most. They're the most unloaded down that backstretch where they're sitting flat, no banking, and just turns these cars around. So
and
hate
why
to
are we
see
pushing?
that.
Why
exactly.
are we pushing, Trevor?
Exactly. I mean, at this point, you know, as I said, if I'm a spotter crew chief, I'm saying do not get close to the rear bumper of another car until we're within a lap of the finish of this thing.
We had a field of 40 to start this thing.
Maybe we've hit the reset button at the halfway mark. What do you think, Phil?
Oh, I hope so. Great
LeVar
start
Scott.
by Sawalich, though.
William Sawalich on the outside.
He's going to jump over in front of LeVar Scott, get down to that double yellow line. Jake Finch now is the leader on the outside line, has Ryan Roulette, that blue and red car, behind him. Tim Richmond has done an amazing job avoiding some incidents, that last one especially. He lines up now in 4th spot. Jake Finch now in front of him in 3rd.
Jake Finch been very patient. Last year, this was his race, and it came down to the very end when he lost. And I know that hurt him pretty bad because he had such a great race car here. And watching you, your time here, looking forward to Talladega if you make it work.
Yeah, Talladega. I just want to give a shout out to my boy Squirrel McNutt for coming out here supporting me, and looking forward to Dega.
Did you fly Consuelo down here?
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh,
right
no.
here.
Sideways,
Oh, no.
Tim Richmond goes around. Hang
Jake
on to
Finch
it.
as
Jake
well.
Finch.
2 separate incidents there on that stack up.
Finch hard into the wall. A lot of contact for him. The caution is out for the 7th time.
Right now, 3 of our top 4 runners will be full-time this year in the ARCA Menards Series, all but Sawalich.
And now we've got William Sawalich, who had a lot of Toyota help early on his own island. 4 Chevrolets right behind him.
Green flag goes back in the air for William Sawalich. 12 laps to go here at Daytona.
See LeVar Scott drop right in line behind William, knowing he's got a strong car.
Butterbean now is lined up behind LeVar Scott, 3rd in line on the inside. Then there's Elio, 4th in line on the inside with a nice push from Andy Jankoriak. What was your game plan, Cletus? Were you just trying to get to the end and try to still be on the racetrack in position, maybe make something happen?
I met with the team this morning. We talked for a while, and our goal, you know, we set out with a plan. The plan was to win.
Yeah.
You know, but we didn't. you know, we got just caught up in those wrecks. Next plan, Talladega, still be to win.
Still be to win.
We saw William Sawalich get spit out there. I mentioned 4 or 5 Chevrolets right in his mirror. When LeVar Scott decided to pull out, they all went with him, and they're trying to
make a run.
Drop the 18 out for that lead pack.
Elio try to push his teammate Butterbean Queen to the lead.
That's good racing now. We're too wide.
These two were able to work together. They had a test down here in early January. Elio getting comfortable with that, working with his teammate Butterbean. What a combo of teammates, by the way. Look at Elio on the move up to second, Butterbean Queen out front.
Yeah, and that's just a little bit of inexperience by the 28 getting that big of a lead, because watch this run they're going to get. You see 3 cars stacked up on that top. It's going to be hard to block both lanes here for the 28.
Moves Sawalich up to third. Just
White
one to
flag.
go. One to go.
White flag is in the air officially. Butterbean Queen leading Elio Castroneves here. Elio, what is he doing? Poking to the inside, staying tucked up now behind his teammate.
William Sawalich able to drag him down with that side draft. He's going to have a big run to the 28 car here on the backstretch of Brandon Queen. Can he hold him off?
A lot of momentum coming from Sawalich.
No help though, Phil. That run's going to stall right at the back bumper.
Jason Kitzmiller falling off the back as they make their way around.
Derek Nealon, the spotter, great spotter. Kyle Busch's spotter for Butterbean.
Butterbean Queen, 27 years old, from Chesapeake, Virginia.
Big run for William Sawalich here if he can get
trying to block William Sawalich, and he does it. Butterbean wins it at Daytona. William Sawalich second, Jason Kitzmiller, LeVar Scott, Elio Castroneves unofficially 5th.
Good way. Oh, we're cracked.
And
Elio found another one.
After the checkered flag.
Wow.
That's
unbelievable.